This is the way the world has gotten used to seeing Osama bin Laden. His periodic video appearances railed against the West and rallied Islamic extremists around the world. Every time he appeared, it was another reminder that the United States had not caught the man who oversaw the devastating September 11 attacks. Those events, which claimed 3,000 lives on US soil, introduced the world to bin Laden and his ruthless band of Islamic terrorists, Al-Qaeda. Despite the worldwide notoriety bin Laden achieved with the 2001 attacks, he'd been known to US government and global terrorism experts long before. Bin Laden grew up in Saudi Arabia, the son of a wealthy businessman, and he was exposed to extremist teachings in an after-school study group. Fuelled by his religious views and his hatred of Saudi Arabia and the US, he created Al-Qaeda in the early 1990s, funded in part through his personal wealth. His first major international success was the bombing of US embassies in Tanzania and Kenya in 1998, which killed 200 people. In response, US President Bill Clinton authorised an assassination order on bin Laden and bombing raids on Al-Qaeda training camps in Afghanistan. But the terrorist leader slipped through the net, something President Clinton has had to live with post 9/11.
Do you think you did enough, sir?
No, because I didn't get him.
Right.
But at least I tried. That's the difference in me and some, including all the right-wingers that are attacking me now. They ridicule me for trying. They had 8 months to try. They did not try. I tried. So I tried and failed.
Bin Laden was also thought to be behind the 2000 bombing of the USS Cole, an American warship stationed off Yemen. But it was the 2001 attacks on the United States that revealed the true extent of his murderous reach.
I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
While President George W. Bush promised Americans those behind September 11 would be brought to justice, bin Laden continued to taunt from his unknown hideout. Eventually, President Bush stopped talking about Osama bin Laden and said the war on terror was bigger than just one person. The US has managed to take out some of his Al-Qaeda lieutenants, including the 9/11 mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, who's being held at Guantanamo Bay, and the terror group's leader in Iraq, Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, who was killed in June 2006. Experts around the world agree that since 9/11, terrorism has been on the rise and that these days groups act on their own initiative rather than waiting for explicit orders from figures like bin Laden. While his death won't mean the end of Al-Qaeda and Islamic extremism, it is nonetheless an immense symbolic blow. Lee Sales, ABC News.